Bradys, stacked high with fresh Angus and fries, just $5.49 all day. Beef O'Brady's Burger Mondays. Nobody outbeefs beefs. Never mess with another man's sandwich. Like Beef O'Brady's new prime rib sandwich. Pure indulgence on a French baguette. Or Beef's new pulled.
What up, what up, what up? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another session of Sports Talk 49 Live, and always here every Wednesday right here on NSPN Champion Bay TV. I'm here with Mr. Beef O'Brady's himself, Mr. Philip Lansman. What's going on, my brother?
Good morning. Good morning. Well, good afternoon, actually. It feels like morning because of the late nights past couple of nights.
Late nights, yeah. Late nights and late evenings.
Yeah, it's been fun. We've had our new ownership weekend going the past 2 days, and we've been open a little bit later than we normally are, but it's a good time.
That's not a problem, especially with new ownership. And speaking of new ownership, why don't you tell everybody about what you got going on out there in the Wesley Chapel area, starting from the start, who you are, so the community can get to know you a little better, and they see you around, they know who you are when they see you.
So me and my partner Jim, we took over the Wesley Chapel location on Wesley Chapel Boulevard at Beef O'Brady's, and the Wiregrass store, which is right across from Wiregrass Mall in the Publix Plaza. They've had the same owners before us for a couple of years, and we'll say that it was a little bit different than the ownership before them. And so what we're trying to do is bring back the roots of Beef O'Brady's into Wesley Chapel, Tampa area. Get reacquainted with the community. We're going to be a top sponsor for Wesley Chapel varsity high school football, and we're looking for as many opportunities as we can to partner with the community to raise funds, because we understand that that's a tough thing to do, and bring as many people back into the local areas sports and Tampa Bay sports, and really celebrate everything that sports is to the community and to the country as a whole. Is just a way for everyone to come together. So we're retrained, we've restaffed, we're comfortable now with advertising that we are the new ownership and management group, and we're ready to come out and make some great products, some great times, and really redevelop our standing in the Wesley Chapel area.
No doubt. It's you, much like Coach LC that was on here previously as well. You guys both have a challenge ahead of you of reshaping your organizations, both football and the restaurant business, into your image, and kind of getting rid of, reviews and things of what people thought for the past ownership and coaches. And you guys got to staple your own way of what you want your vision of being with your products, both on the field and in the restaurant, to the community, because everybody always likes something that's new. Everybody wants to see something that they haven't done before. Everybody wants a staple to call their own, something different. And I think Wesley Chapel has definitely gotten that with you, Phil, and Coach LC down there at Wesley Chapel High School. And it's great with the partnership that you both will have. You guys will see all over social media of what they got going on, spirit nights and all types of things. You'll see all those on social media. Just make sure to follow Wesley Chapel on IG. Both locations are there, and you can check out all those promotions. Phil, has high school football, you're connected with that. I know you're a big football guy. I mean, how excited are you for all of that to be happening? Have these young men coming into your organization, you get to meet those guys, and maybe they'll be future stars, and you put their pictures on the wall and stuff like that. I mean, how excited are you for this opportunity?
It's gonna be an awesome time. So we have to clear a stigma right now from previous owners of just not caring. There is plaques and pictures and photos on the wall dating back now. I mean, I think I saw one from a team from 1994. We actually have the Wesley Chapel high school team when they were 10-0 back in, I believe, 2000, 2001 on our wall. There's decades of history, and now we're a new generation. There's a there's a bad stigma that we're clearing. We're begging for people to come out and give us a shot and enjoy the time. But it's going to be great. It's going to be fun. We're going to have the restaurant packed with players from freshmen to a few seniors. We make sure that they're eating healthy, good complex carbs before their games, and it's definitely a way of life, a fun, regimented way for kids to essentially not only have a great time and play football, but get themselves ready and prepared for the future, because that's what the team really does. It's not a unrewarding path. You have to have the discipline to from the weight room all the way up to the video room and reviewing tape. So it's going to be a great time. The partnership is going to be fun. We're looking forward to bringing in others in the community and get everyone reacquainted and back in a winning shape, both at the restaurant and with the team.
Yeah, absolutely. It just sounds exciting with all the new things coming in pieces and stuff. And folks, this is just the beginning. This is just the scratch of the surface of things that are going on. Before Bradys could have all things of like your local Tampa Bay sports teams on the locations, signing autographs. Who knows what could happen at these locations? But first and foremost, you got to take care of home, and home is the community. And like Phil said, magically there, give them a chance. I know there was some old regimen there. You kind of got to get rid of that now, but got to give these guys a new chance. They're trying to change things. I know you've been doing a lot of remodeling there, correct? A lot of changes and everything.
Oh yeah. So, we're unfortunately in the Wally world we live in now. Everything is an extreme amount of time when you order. We're at our Wiregrass location. We've had an awesome designer set us up with a very, very, very nice look. We have new stain, a new bar. We have all new televisions that'll be going in. Essentially cleaning a beautiful stacked brick wall. But it just takes time. I mean, we've been ordering and filling this stuff, setting things up for when they can actually be installed since we took over at the beginning of April. And we still are about 8 to 10 weeks out on upholstery. We're still out on televisions. There's just a backlog of how long things take to get done. So pardon our appearance as we're making everything look great, but the way the analogy we've been using is almost like braces with teeth, because you put them on originally and things start to look a little bit better, but it takes with a considerable amount of time with backlogs and delays to get everything set up and finished. But we should be kicking and with new electronics ready for football season, because everyone's excited for that, college, NFL, and high school. And it's going to be, and then with our Wesley Chapel store, it's really just a lot of upholstery work, which the coloring is 8 to 10 weeks now left for what's coming in there, and then new televisions, new electronics packages, so that we could bring some fun entertainment, especially during off-season time like now, whether it be karaoke, trivia, some live music, just setting up everything for when it's close to 100 degrees and it feels like 110 with humidity. Everyone has some place to go and hide from that and still be able to have a good time together.
No, absolutely. It's going to be fun, family, and football right down there at Bradys, Wesley Chapel locations. I know I'm looking forward to coming down there, seeing you guys' locations with everything going on full swing. Coming up in here in just a few short weeks. It's right around the corner. Those guys are down there doing their training camp, getting ready to season. The young men are going to be going back to school. And then you guys will be getting the full swing as well. It's almost you both, like I said, it's almost you both are in the same thing. You guys are both kind of in the off season right now, getting ready to get your location and his football team ready for full swing for the season upcoming. And speaking of full season, you can't always just talk about high school football. There is a local team called the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as well, has made some changes there from moving on from Tom Brady to maybe Kyle Trask or Baker Mayfield. What are your thoughts on the new change with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at quarterback?
So I'm definitely excited for what they both have to offer. I think that Baker has got the short end of the stick almost his entire NFL career. You could see bits and pieces of him with the potential to be a superstar, but just with limitations in offensive line and coaching and some positions, that he put himself in. But I think that with his ability to move in the pocket and get outside of the pocket with the receivers that we have to offer, he could potentially be, the comeback kid, the most improved player of the year. The sky's the limit, especially with him not coming in hyped. He's not coming in with this expectation of replacing Tom Brady as Tom Brady. He's really half the Tampa Bay community you hear are excited like I am. The other half are like, well, let's see if this is a Band-Aid or hopefully we can go 500 and at least just have some fun. But no, I think that he has a lot more to offer than what's there. I mean, a substantial amount of his game tape is from the Cleveland Browns, which is essentially where all quarterbacks go to die. I mean, you don't hear of any of the first round draft picks that they had year after year with quarterbacks come out and have it very much success. And that's because they just don't have the offensive line. I mean, he had good receivers, but the line in front of him, even with the running back he had, you just can't do much without protection. Doesn't matter how fast you are.
No doubt. Got to have that. Starts with the big hog mollies up front on both offense and defense. If you're going to win very many games, plan on winning games this year, and that's just in football. People like to overlook those spots, but
that was one of our weak points last year. Is they knew that Tom Brady was not going to run; he was going to be in the pocket. So you could set your defense to that and know that there's no reason to lose a linebacker to a spy. There's no reason to design any type of an offense except to stop receivers and running backs. And if they stop the run game, and with some of our issues at offensive line last year, you can't help but wonder if we did have a mobile quarterback, what the difference would have been.
No, absolutely. Injuries, especially losing Ryan Jensen and the beginning of preseason, training camp, that was a hurt piece all season. And then just the injury bug kept biting. It got Donovan Smith later with an elbow, and a few other guys on the line got dinged up. Tristan Wirfs near the end of the season. It was just an ongoing thing. The offensive lineman just got hit with the injury bug in and out. But all those guys are back. Bucks pick up a new offensive lineman out of North Dakota State, Cody Malk. We'll see where he goes. Love that guy.
He's awesome. He's awesome. I love the videos. I love the energy. I mean, you've known me for how long now? Tell me he didn't remind you a little bit of me when you first met me.
No doubt.
When you look for persona he carries, he's a big, lovable dude.
Yeah, it's when you look at him, you just see a football player. I mean, that's all you can say when you see him. You just say a football player, and then his personality goes great with it. And then with the greatest part, he's like you get a hockey feel from him too. He's going to be great going to Lightning games because he's got the teeth issue and all that like that. A lot of the players have fun. Although Cody says he's going to fix his teeth now, he's getting the big boy checks now in the league. But it's kind of cool seeing him like that because Tampa Bay does love their Lightning. Like I said, he's got the football player and the hockey player look all into one. I just think he fits this town perfectly for his personality and just who he is. Like that couldn't have been a greater pick, since Ali Marpet, decided to retire. He'd just be a great replacement coming there as far as personality standpoint.
I can't wait to see that. I can't wait to see that big smile on the jumbotron screaming to get the crowd going.
Yeah, it's gonna be disappointing if he actually does fix his teeth, but I don't blame him though. He wants to.
Hey, I have Invisalign in now. He could probably, but he's got the talent though. He could probably get a sponsorship from him if he tried.
Yeah, he could. That's actually not a bad idea. Actually, get a sponsorship.
He probably wouldn't have to. He probably wouldn't have to pay to fix him. I bet you if he has a couple of good first games, he probably could pick up a sponsorship from Invisalign or something, be their spokesperson.
No, that's actually. I hope his marketing team is pitching
Yeah.
something.
Hey,
like
management team, if you're listening, you better be calling up the different Smile Direct clubs. Invisalign, get this man's teeth fixed for free and get that beautiful face on some photos.
Yep, the before and after. He said, "You are a pretty man now. You are a pretty man now." And then you got the hair. You know, it reminds me. You get the teeth fixed, and then you got the Old Spice commercials, and then he's just sitting on the horse with his hair waving back, with his fresh, brand new teeth in, with that cold smile.
Yep. I can see it now. That and probably a twisted tea, and he's got his whole sponsorship persona.
No doubt. Like I said, it's going to be fun. Looking forward to that, especially seeing that guy come out there and playing. And definitely, everybody should be looking forward to everything what you guys got going on with the sponsorship now and everything. The 50-50 raffle, the Spirit Night, and all these things. That's just, like I told you guys, it's just on top of the surface of what's going on. There's going to be many, many more things going on. I see a lot of the kids are also very tuned in to everything with the changes. I see them on the social media tweets on Twitter, Instagram, and things like that. So it seems the most important part, the kids are really engaged, and that's really what it's all about. I mean, we all had our time. You know, it's time to see what we can put out for these kids, because they have more opportunities than we had, you know, back then, especially with technology and the way things are now. So it's going to be kind of fun watching these kids get to be around a bunch of guys who love the game of football and who love, you know, just passing on what we can pass on to the next generation of people. So it's fun, definitely for me. I know it's great for you and Coach LC.
Well, and I'll to his credit, I mean, I seen some of the video and from his initial introduction to the school and the amount of kids that were there, which I think was around the 30 to 40 range. And after his first meeting, the energy and just his overall demeanor and the way that he shows up, seeing that he's serious, but also seeing that he's into the program and wants to have fun at the same time as you know, seeing the ultimate goal. The second video I saw from after that, the word spread like wildfire. He had double the amount of kids show up to practice, so much so that some of the kids didn't even know who some of the other ones were. They never seen them before in their life.
Yep.
That you know, and as fast as Wesley Chapel is growing, we were on the charts, I know, is the last couple of years for fastest growing cities in America. I mean, there's going to be a lot of new kids, and now the challenges with them being able to choose what school they're going to further their education and make sure that they're in a good position to better, you know, their future situation for themselves too. You have to have that buzz. You have to have that excitement, and you have to be able to put your money where your mouth is and show them that you care as much as you're initially saying. And he definitely does. I could tell you that from a couple of different times sitting with him now. He definitely does.
Yeah, definitely. He knows he's got a plan, he's got a vision, and he's going to implement that plan, and he's done that. He's reached out to the people he needs to reach out to. He's saying and doing all the right things to get the program going. The kids are believing in him, and like you said, it's either you got to put up or shut up. Everything's great, you know, at the beginning where you make all these promises, but what are you going to do, you know, when push comes against you? And I'm not worried about Coach LC doing that. He's a man that's dealt with a great deal of adversity in his lifetime, and I'm sure this will just be another challenge for him. And all you kids and parents who ever watching this, you're in for a treat. You're in for a treat this year. You definitely are, both on the field and in the restaurant.
And I think that's the part that I'm excited about is you know, we're almost in the identical position.
Yep.
Yeah. He went 0-10 last year. We've had, I mean, if you go through our Google reviews from you know, April to April, and then prior, the we just have a long way to go. And to see that the type of, the bowl mentality that he has to make sure that what he puts his name on is right, and that his program is top notch. That's why we're going to get along so well, because he understands that there's no such thing as a free lunch. He's ready to partner with the people that are going to help him move forward into the future. And I look forward to being that guy for him, just as much as I would for anyone, any other teams in the community. And that he's going to bring some W's to Wesley Chapel High School this year. That's for sure. They will not be going 0-10.
Yeah. And what goes good with W's, a nice meal, a victory meal afterwards, and that's what Brady's Wesley Chapel locations are providing for you.
Oh yeah, we're looking forward to that Friday night after party. We want the whole town coming in and keeping us open, making that an experience that the players and families have to talk about for years to come. We've heard them already. We had some folks in last night. The previous owners before the ones that we bought it from previous, Gary and Michelle were in. Got to hear a bunch of great stories from them about the different school teams and how he was feeding actually the same high school back then. Pasta, similar. I mean, we're going to go off menu for them, and so you got to bring in the Italian to make sure that they have some top notch pasta. But that's what we're going to make sure. We're going to make sure that we have, because those memories that they talked about, and then the couple of couples that were in afterwards that were talking about their time with their kids there. That's what we want. We want to bring in the next generation of that. We want to start that, and it usually is over some good food, some good feel good food, and then the sports is what's the most important part. Brings multiple family dynamics to things.
Absolutely. Well, Phil, I appreciate you jumping on here with me and talk about everything the partnership that you got going on, with Sports Talk 49, Wesley Chapel High School, Brady's getting involved into, the whole community, not just Wesley Chapel High School. This goes out to everybody. Reach out and see what connections everybody can make, because you all share the same people, you share community, and you want people that are visiting your communities to stop by your businesses. You want to see how beautiful your homes and your way you keep your everything there. So it all ties into one, working together. Sounds simple, but it just takes one person to make a difference sometimes. Phil, any last word?
A handshake is all you need.
Huh?
I said a handshake sometimes is all you need.
Yeah.
Just start something.
It definitely does. It can start something, change your mind, change a thought process, change the perspective. That's all you need, just conversation, sitting at a bar or something like that. Phil, before we wrap up, you want to give any final thoughts on everything that we talked about and tell everybody where they can find your stuff on social media and everything like that?
Yeah, so we're at Brady's Wesley Chapel on Instagram, Brady's Wiregrass also. And the same thing with Facebook. You could check us out at both those spots. We're just ramping up next door, which if you're on there, you'll see us pop up. We want to make sure that we have all our events pushed out, and just like I said before, we are extremely excited to be one of Wesley Chapel varsity high school football's main sponsorships and partnerships in the community. We're looking for every possible way to get back involved, whether it's football, basketball, baseball, softball, soccer, any type of nonprofit organizations. If you're looking to fundraise and you're local, we're definitely a partner for that, and we're excited to bring back the old roots of Brady's and really, really, really have a good spot for everyone to come out, eat, and enjoy sports.
Absolutely. We're looking forward to it. We'll end this as we always do, to another great session. You're the master of everything. What you do with your life, what you do with it is entirely up to you. Thank you, guys. God bless. And as always, fire those cannons. See.